Hello, my lovelies. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a good weekend. I know I'm a bit late. Yeah. That's all I have to say on that. No, oh, Cuphead, you got too energetic. Hang on. There we go. I didn't get up late or anything. I have been getting stuff ready, like Etsy stuff ready so I can stream. It just took longer because there was a lot of stuff to get ready. So, and then I had to have lunch before I streamed. So I ended up having lunch quite late. But now we're here. I did not want to be starting at 4 PM. I wanted to start 3 hours ago, but here we are. Yeah. Hi. Let me see who's in chat. Hello, Red. Hello, just there for fun. Hello, Liv. Hello, Victor. Hello, Dallas. Hello, Bunnies. Hello, Zed. Hello. Right. Want to say, as a reminder here, in case anyone has to go at any point during the stream, so you guys don't see the end, reminder that I will not be, streaming on Friday the 22nd, Saturday the 23rd, and Monday the 25th of March this month, because I'll be at Comic-Con, so don't worry. I'm fine, I'm just not gonna be streaming, but you know, I'll still be around on socials and Discord and whatnot. Zed, it's lovely to see you. Oh, I didn't get my thing open. I'm gonna start, I'm trying to like start reading out my intro that I normally only read out when people raid at the start of stream in case, you know. Any stream could be somebody's first stream. And there's people who lurk and don't chat, so I want to be able to... I should probably start stream with this from now on. So hello my lovelies, welcome. You can call me Prince. I'm a neurodivergent trans vampire man. You're welcome to become one of my children of the night. I'm an 18+ content creator, voice actor and illustrator, as well as a VTuber and variety streamer. I post bi-weekly ASMR audio roleplays as various characters on my YouTube, both fandom characters from things such as Baldur's Gate, Marvel, Arcane, Call of Duty and more, as well as original characters and scenarios. I post 2 exclusive not safe for work audios every month over on my Patreon. All my socials are listed on my card if you type !socials in chat. And I have an Etsy shop where I sell original and fan art under the name Empty Masks, which is what we are making stuff for today. I usually stream Mondays, Fridays, Saturdays, and in between on those days sometimes you can find me, often at least once or twice a week, collaborating and popping in on my partner's channel. Let me give her a shout out. If seeing me 3 times a week isn't enough. Let me do the clip shout out. It would mean a lot if you guys would follow my partner Julia. It's Jonathan.
Going fast at the speed of sound.
Oh, I clipped this.
It's me, my boy Jonathan. Where are we going? We're going over the bridge. People are hanging their dirty laundry just outside of the city. That's kind of gross.
I'm glad we got a new clip. I was like, please don't be the Sims clip. But yes, Julia, let me get the 3rd command up. If you would follow her, she does stream on Twitch, both art and various games. At the moment, mostly either Vampire, Sims 4, Amnesia, Minecraft. Not Minecraft very often, but sometimes. And she's gonna start playing the Snufkin game too. And also doing art on stream. She also has an Etsy shop where she sells stickers and bracelets and stuff like that. And also has an ASMR YouTube channel where she makes content similar to mine, but obviously for female characters. It would mean a lot if you guys would follow her on Twitch and YouTube especially. We're trying to get her up to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube because then she can get her channel monetized, especially since her work is scheduling her for less hours lately. Do I have anything else to say? Hang on, there's a bug. Okay, bug is gone. I only saw you guys on Saturday. I actually had a Saturday stream for once. Can you believe it? So all I've done since you saw me, what I did yesterday, I made sure my cosplay was okay. Because I hadn't tried everything on yet. Not all together. And so it was like, boy, I'm leaving it a bit late. I don't, you know, but, it seemed fine. For those unaware, I've been making a cosplay of Rain, the ghoul from the band Ghost. And, the helmet came out wonky. I mean, it was out of cardboard, so I don't know what I expected. But hopefully it looks okay. Like, I can tell what's wrong with it. Maybe at a glance other people wouldn't. Maybe it's just because I've been staring so much at pictures of ghosts lately. But yeah, that eye hole should have been a little bit taller, and like a good chunk of their head, the details on the head should have pushed further back. But what can you do? I don't have access to like foam and heat guns and stuff, so I did the best I could, and I'd not made a helmet from scratch like that before. So, I did break it a little bit while I was trying it on yesterday. I was making sure everything fit yesterday and taking photos and, filming cosplay TikToks as one does. And I was grabbing onto the, you know, like the tubing that goes around each side, in order to take the helmet on and off. Because it was just the easiest place to grab, and oops, a chunk of it just came out. It's fine, I super glued it back in. I mean, I haven't actually checked on it since I super glued it. Are you okay, helmet? Yeah, it's not wiggling. It's fine. It's fine. And I'll bring super glue to the con with me. I wouldn't dare not. Red asked, Red, you asked if I was excited. Sure. No, that's bad, that's bad. Yes, I mean, I'm excited. Okay. When some people, I see some people complain about cons, and I'm like, you clearly don't understand. If the people that I see complain about Comic Cons for these specific reasons, it pisses me off. So the people who complain because, oh, it's all like just like individual artist stuff, I wanted to buy comics. It's like, if you're going there, if you're going to Comic Con just because you want to buy comic books or like Funko Pops, one, you might not find comic books, you definitely will find Funko Pops. But if you're going just to buy official merch, and you don't like cosplaying, you don't like Artist Alley, I don't super get the point in you going. I mean, as long as you're, like, okay with cosplaying in Artist Alley, but if you go to Comic-Con just because you want to buy official merch and then actively complain about cosplayers and Artist Alley stalls, I don't get that. Because you could just buy the official merch, like, online. Like, there's nothing... I don't... The cosplay and the Artist Alley stuff is the kind of stuff that you can't always find anywhere else other than con. I don't get those. They tend to be like older, middle-aged guys, majoritively, who are just like, I wanted to go to buy comic books and it was all like anime. I'm like, yeah. Do I have to explain to you that just because it's called Comic-Con doesn't mean it actually only caters to comic book fandoms? Like, those people annoy me. And then, I don't know, okay. Those people actively annoy me. But, like, in terms of, like, people who go to con and actually do cosplay and then get really, really upset or angry or annoyed when they don't get stopped for as many photos as they want. I'm like, look, if you're cosplaying at a con, if you're going to a con and cosplay, just because you really want other people to stop you and ask you for photos, that's not the reason you should be going. Like, I'm not saying this to insult anyone who really, like, of course it's nice to have people stop you and ask for photos, but if I just think you're going to be disappointed, because the fact is, like, a lot of the time you just won't be. I'm not often stopped and asked for photos, and it doesn't bother me, because that's not why I'm going. And also, if no one's stopping you for photos, there's nothing stopping you asking other people for photos. Like, asking for photos with other cosplayers, and also, togs, so, like, actual people who go, not in cosplay, who just bring their cameras with to take photos of people, you can just approach them and ask them to take photos of you. Some of them will say no, because some of them will only do, like, pre-booked slots only. Most of them will do it for free. I think actually it's illegal for them, at least at some cons, maybe all cons, for them to charge yeah, I think it's illegal for them to actually charge money. But some of them will just, because they might be so busy with so many people wanting photos, you might have to, like, pre-book slots. But if you see someone going around with, like, a big camera, like, you don't have to wait for them to ask you, you can always ask them. But I go to con to go to the artist alley. I love buying stuff from artist alleys. Not just because I like supporting other fellow little artists, but also just, like, a lot of fandoms I like don't have any official merch, or have barely any official merch, so the only place I can get anything is from artist alleys. To hang out with my friends, the people that I go to con with, I met because of Comic-Con. I didn't know them before cosplaying. I was going to MegaCon Live 2022? I've been going to every MegaCon since then. So it was the March 2022 MegaCon Live. I wanted to go. I was currently very hyper-fixated on Arcane. But I didn't have anyone to go with. And, so I went on their little Facebook group. And I was like, hey, I want to come and I want to do an Arcane cosplay. Is there any other Arcane cosplayers coming? I don't know anyone who's coming. Would anyone want to hang out with me? And people commented, like, yeah. And then I saw someone on Twitter saying that they were going and they were going to make a Discord for any Arcane fans who wanted to go, so I joined that. And then that's still my friend group. Some complaints are silly, it's too crowded. Oh no, I don't think it's too crowded is a silly complaint. I would disagree with that one. There's being busy and then there's being overcrowded. Like, genuinely, cons, especially over the last couple of years, especially Anime Expo in America, and even MCM London to some levels lately, have had a serious problem with them overselling tickets and overcrowding. And overcrowding is a serious issue because it's a fire hazard. Like, the fucking Jesus, Anime Expo the last couple of years, genuine fire hazard. If the fire alarm was to go off, people are not gonna get out of that building. Like, Anime Expo need to fucking get their shit together. Oh my god. I've never been. I have seen the videos. It's not good. Like, if you want to make more money by selling more tickets, then you need to get a bigger venue space. Like, at least with MegaCon, what I'm noticing over the last 3 years it's been in the NEC, the first time, they had 2 halls. One was where the con was, and one was just for, like, queuing up and stuff. The second year, they got 2 halls, but they were bigger halls, and this year they've now got 3 halls. And I will say, as much as, like, I have complaints about MegaCon Live, my biggest complaint being when they do their London and Birmingham cons, they they merge it with another con that they own called Talkfest, Oh, it's what you think. So they merged Comic-Con with TikTok-Con. You might think, oh, is that a problem? Because there's a lot of cosplayers on TikTok. Yeah, no. Talkfest is not for cosplayers. It's for influencers. Like, just basic, normal people who just, like, vlog. And, those fan bases they don't mix. Comic-Con, especially in the UK, is very, obviously, one, full of nerds, but very also predominantly neurodivergent and LGBT. There's always Pride stalls there and artist alley stalls there selling Pride merch. And in my experience, Talkfest and people who are into just, like, normal kind of influencers, like, influencers who don't make anything. They're not cosplayers, they're not artists or anything, they just, like, film their kind of bougie life. Tend to overwhelmingly be not LGBT and not neurodivergent, and in fact tend to, in my experience, overwhelmingly be anti-LGBT. They don't mix. I hate that MegaCon keeps pushing Talkfest. Because overwhelmingly what keeps happening is the guests who come for Talkfest, who come to see their favorite TikTok influencers, repeatedly harass cosplayers. They have consistently taken photos and videos of cosplayers without consent, gone on live streams and then shoved their phones in cosplayers' faces and been like, you're live, without, like, asking the cosplayer first, and just putting them on a live stream. Putting them on live streams just to make fun of them, being overwhelmingly transphobic, like, just, they don't mix. MegaCon Live Manchester's a much fun con, because they don't do Talkfest there, they only do Talkfest at the Birmingham and the London cons. I don't know how it's gonna go this year, because they've released the floor plan, and instead of Talkfest being in a separate hall, it's gonna be within the con. Ooh, I don't like that. I mean, I like that, therefore it looks like it's a smaller area, but, and it is kind of behind the creator stage, so, and behind, like, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament, bench, like, tables, so hopefully it'll be kind of out of the way. But I don't get why they're trying to push these two things, because, like, the people who come to Talkfest don't enjoy the Comic-Con. They all complain about it. They all just, like, make fun of everyone and call them cringy, like. And then the people who go to Comic-Con don't like the Talkfest people being there because they're mean. So that's the thing with MegaCon that really pisses me off. But something that I will praise them for above, compared to other cons I've been to, is they haven't felt overcrowded to me. There's always been a play. I mean, the venues they pick as well always have, like, outdoor space or space, like, in the corridors outside the halls that people tend to flock to as well. And I've never had a problem getting around the aisles. I've been to smaller cons over the years where, like, it has been so packed, like, I cannot move. Like, you're just, like, crushed in, shuffling down aisles, and everyone's cosplays are getting caught in each other's wigs and stuff. I've never had an issue with MegaCon. The aisles are wide enough that you could get, like, 2 wheelchairs going down at the same time. So there's plenty of room for people, and plenty of room, at least in my opinion, accessibility-wise, in terms of the space between stalls. The width of the aisles, I mean. Tickets are reasonably priced. I think, like, I've never been to MCM, and I'm not fucking going to. At least not London MCM, because Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know if I'd go to London MegaCon either, because I don't know if they use the same. The problem with MCM, which is the biggest con in the UK, London MCM specifically, they keep hiring a, I don't know if it's them hiring it or the venue hiring it. This is what I can't find out, whether it's the Expo Hall in London. The XL, that's what it's called. I don't know if it's London XL or if it's MegaCon. I've heard that it's MegaCon who hire them, but I don't know. But it's a third-party security company that are just terrible. Not in terms of terrible at being security guards, but terrible in terms of ableism. Breaking people's cosplays has been a thing they've been doing a lot over the last couple of years. Complaints of them, like, when they inspect props, just, like, straight up fucking breaking them, being too rough with them. Confiscating things off people and never giving them back, or when they return to them, they're broken. Their ableism complaints have been there for ages, like them straight up just making ableist remarks to people with walking aids, people in wheelchairs. forcing people who should be allowed to use the disabled entrance, making them go all the way around to the other end of the XL, even though they visibly, like, have a cane with them or something, like, you know. Even if they've got a sunflower like lanyard with them, whatever. Straight up making remarks to people that, like, you don't look disabled, or, oh, you know, I bet you can walk, stuff like that. Like, what? Last year was new. They expanded into also, just yelling at people a lot more, and patting people down, but only female cosplayers, and also just overwhelmingly being misogynistic as well. And it's like, why do you keep hiring this company? No one, I don't know anyone who was really having a good time at MCM. I keep praying that people boycott London MCM, because I don't think they're going to improve unless people stop going. But the problem is London MCM is the biggest con in the UK, and that's where, if you go to Comic Con because you really want to meet guests, like Marvel actors, or they got Critical Role last year. So people go. But I've never been to MCM. I'm not going to. I don't think it would be safe. Like me, I genuinely, because of MCM's reputation now, I'm nervous to go into MegaCon with my cane. I mean, I shouldn't have a problem. No one else has had problems. Like, I know people who have gone in with canes and it's been fine. But I'm like... So I definitely wouldn't try and get into MCM. But, I've not personally had any problems with MegaCon Live, other than, like, I've had problems with other attendees being mean, not just the Talkfest guests, sadly. I know I talked about it when it happened back in, when last MegaCon I went to in July. I went as Loki and got made fun of and laughed at by some Genshin cosplayers for, like, looking cringe, apparently. And then, misgendered repeatedly by a bunch of... I was nervous to do Marvel cosplay, because I was like, this fandom's not known for being the best, and in my experience, not been the nicest to be in as a trans person. Yeah, I got Lady Loki yelled at me a lot. So I got changed midday. Well, no, I lasted like 2 hours. I don't even think that. I went back to the hotel and got changed into my other cosplay. So, and that's not the fault of the con. That's just people being idiots. And I didn't have to get changed, but personally I was like, I'm not going to be comfortable if I keep walking around in this, so. Sadly, there'd be stupid people everywhere. But overall, in terms of, like, what MegaCon is in control of, they've done alright. I mean, I was a bit disappointed to see the guide dog stall there again this time. Not because I've got anything against guide dogs. Specifically because... Was it last con or the con before? There was a problem with the people they had manning the guide dog stall. Guide Dogs is a charity in the UK. And they sometimes have a stall there. Just, I guess you can go up and get leaflets. I don't know if you can directly donate or sponsor a dog. I don't know. But the guys that they had manning the stall last year, I think it was last March, because I think it was when I was cosplaying Julian from the Arcana. I have like a memory of it being then. They, one or both of the men that they had at the stall were like catcalling female and female presenting cosplayers, taking pictures of them without their consent, and a number of female cosplayers were reporting that the guy's trying to like convince them to come over to the stall. I don't know if necessarily flirting with them or whatever, and when they like didn't want to, like one of the guys kept calling them bitches, like yelling, like then like very stereotypical like catcalling girls, and then when the girls were like no thank you, turning around and being horrible to them. Like, I know the behavior was reported to MegaCon staff. I don't remember the guy being removed from the store. But, don't know what that's about, but even at other cons, the people, like, some of the guys, turns out, working for guide dogs are not very nice. Or at least whoever they have manning the stall at con. So I'm nervous seeing the stall there. Let's see how they do this time. But other than that, and other than Talkfest, I'm like, should be okay. They've clearly got a lot more vendors than last year. I mean, they've got 3 halls now instead of 2. But the halls also look bigger. They've definitely, because they give you like the overview map, and you can see the groups of tables. And I don't know how many tables each group has. I think maybe 10. 8 or 10, and there's so many tables that they had to like restart the alphabet to go through the A to Z, and then AA, AB, AC. And I think it goes from A up to AF, something like that. That's a lot. There's a lot. In the past, it has not gone past like 28 groups of tables. 26 groups of tables? I forgot how many letters are in the alphabet. But yeah, excited and I mean, I'm like, only nervous in terms of like, well, not nervous, I'm one, I always get nervous. I don't know why I always get nervous, but I always get nervous. With traveling and with going to con or anything like that. Excited to see my friends. Excited to, raid the Artist Alley. I have a little list. Where's my list? I had a list. I have a list of, stuff to look out for Julia. There's no cosplay meets that I'm going to, because there's no cosplay meets for the fandoms I'm cosplaying. But there's a couple I'm curious about, so I might, like, swing by, or... Someone's organised a BBC Ghosts meet. I love that show. And they explicitly said, like, they're welcoming cosplayers from any fandom, because it can just be, like, a way for people to make friends. I'm like, oh, it makes me want to go, but none of my friends are going to go, and I don't like going over to places on my own. But excited to see my friends, excited to buy too much stuff at the Artist Alley. I will be on the lookout for, I think in particular, obviously any ghost stuff, but then also, any Astarion stuff. I don't own any Astarion stuff. That needs to change. I couldn't find any Call of Duty stuff last time. That could be nice. I'm always looking for, or have my attention grabbed by, Hades, the video game, Castlevania. Any Ghost Band stuff. I don't think I've ever found any musical stuff at con, but if I did... Yeah, I think the only new fandom that I will be looking for this con, that I wasn't looking for last con, because the game hadn't come out yet, will be Baldur's Gate stuff. Specifically Astarion. Kind of just Astarion. So we'll see what I find. Obviously I'll be hunting for gifts for Julia as well. It just feels like it's come along so quickly. I should not have been rambling for this long. I'm just like, how is it con in a week? How is it in a week? This is what I meant when March was busy, because you guys know I just got back from going on a trip to London, and now Comic Con's coming up, and I'm like, oh Jesus. Oh no. I can show you guys now. Hang on, let me try and... I'll be going as, Rain from the band Ghost on Saturday. Ow, I banged my elbow. And as, Vampire Hunter D on Sunday. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do 2 cosplays, because I wasn't sure if they were both going to fit in my suitcase. But I don't think I'm going to put the ghoul helmet in the suitcase, because I think that it risks it getting broken too much, so I'm probably just going to carry that in a bag. Didn't want to have 3 bags on me. I'll have like a satchel bag on me and a suitcase, and then a bag just for the ghoul helmet. Not ideally what I wanted, only because like trains here barely have any luggage room. Like, I'm not going to be able to put my suitcase is too big to fit in the overhead, and I'm not going to try and shove the bag with the helmet on in the overhead. That will break the helmet. There are luggage racks on trains, but there's normally not that much room in them, and, like, if say there's, like, 80 people in a train carriage, not 80 people, sorry, there's, like, 50, say it's, like, 50, there's, like, 1 or 2 luggage racks, and, like, it'll probably fit about maybe 10 people's suitcases, and that's it. But if more than 10 people have a suitcase with them, and normally, in my experience, whenever I've gone to these cons, the trains end up being pretty busy. I don't know if that's because it's, like, the day that, I don't know. But it's always busy. And so, in the past, there's definitely not been room in the luggage rack, but in the past I had a smaller suitcase that I could fit in the overhead. Not this year. So, I'm genuinely thinking, like, I'm half prepared to find no room for my suitcase, and I'm not gonna go and... The thing is, you get, like, assigned seats, right? I have to sit in a specific seat. So, I can't just go wherever I want. I've got to sit in my seat number. I don't want to leave... If there's no room for any luggage in the luggage racks in the carriage that I'm assigned to, I'm not gonna put my luggage in a different carriage than the one I'm sat in. So, I'm kind of 50-50 expecting to either be lucky and there be a bit of room to put my suitcase in the luggage rack and hopefully my seat be near the luggage rack. Or if not, I'm very much expecting to just have to, like, say fuck it and not sit in my seat and just stand in the little area where the door for the train is and maybe try and sit on my suitcase like a chair. Because I'll be honest, I'll not be able to stand up for that long without being in pain. 1, I get motion sick. 2, my chronic pain. So I'm like, I haven't had a flare-up in a while, but I wouldn't like to risk it right before con by having to be stood up on a train for multiple hours. So we'll see. Maybe my suitcase will make a comfortable seat. Who knows? I'm really not. So, like, I'm looking forward to seeing my friends. I'm looking forward to going around con. You know, getting photos of my friends and whatnot. I'm not looking forward to the travel. That's what I'm not excited about. Very much the I'm dreading would be the word. The travel. I don't find trains bad or anything, but when you've got a lot of luggage with you, it's yeah, it's not fun. Because there's not a lot of room on trains here to put your luggage. You find a picture, here you go. You can have a look. Whoa, that came out big. Eh. Make sure to pack why would I pack pillows? I'm very confused. There we go. Eh. It is done. And hopefully no one, if everyone will stand far back from the helmet and not be able to tell that it's wonky. But I made the boot covers, made the waistcoat, made the helmet. Didn't make the patches on my shoulders. I bought those off Bolts of Rohan on Etsy. Make it more comfortable train ride if you can sit in your... Okay, I don't want or need advice on packing, nor do I really like getting advice if I haven't explicitly like asked for it. Just unsolicited advice kind of makes me uncomfy, but I don't find I wouldn't bring pillows with me. That would be... There would be no room for that in my luggage. I'm not gonna carry 2 pillows with me as well as 3 bags, and train seats aren't uncomfortable, in my experience at least. Oh, I don't know why I'd bring pillows with me if I can't get in my seat. I'm not gonna camp out on the floor. I mean, you wouldn't. I'm incredibly confused. But yeah, that's done. Sorry, that just made me really confused. I don't understand why pillars would be necessary, and I don't like being told. I know you're trying to be helpful and all, but please don't tell me to do things. You don't, that makes me uncomfortable. God, I'm almost been talking for an hour. That's not what we needed when I started stream late. I didn't think I was gonna be talking for that long. I got rambling about Comic-Con, so. But I had a lot of stickers to print out, that's why. I have two separate piles. One of Etsy stuff, one of stickers that I'm bringing to con. I'm not gonna cut those out today though, because I don't want to cut anything more than necessary. I have this little spot on my finger as well. Hopefully that's not gonna hurt while I use the scissors. No, Red, it's okay, it's okay. But in terms of stickers for con, I might even just bring them with me, like on the sheets, and just cut them out in the hotel the night before, if it comes to it. That's not really my top priority. But I always bring stickers with me of the characters and fandoms that I'm cosplaying from. I'll have Vampire Hunter D stickers with me, Ghost stickers, Baldur's Gate, Resident Evil, Arcane, Call of Duty stickers with me. Whenever anyone comes up and asks for a photo, I always offer free stickers. Equally, if anyone recognizes me, because I always like post on like the con Discord and Facebook, like I'll have stickers. If you come up to me and you just want a sticker, you can come up and just ask for a sticker. So I was printing those out as well. Not gonna cut them out today on stream though. But no, Red, I mean you're fine, but can we just be like careful with tone and stuff? I mean it is in my rules to not to be careful with like using tone tags and stuff, because I really struggle understanding tone, and I struggle with like getting unsolicited advice or personal demand avoidance and stuff like that. So be careful telling me like make sure to do this, because it just makes me a little uncomfortable. Okay. Webcam. Let me switch screens. We have a lot. Oh, that is creating a shadow. I thought I'd put him there for fun. This is who's here today. We won't put him over there then. We'll put him over here. Well, if he can sit up, he's in a tiny chair. Don't mind him. Right. So there's a fair few stickers even discounting I started cutting out a little bit while I was making dinner. Let me move this along a bit. Okay. So let me put the music to something slower. Right. When I made thank you, firstly, everyone who's been ordering the ghost stickers. When I made the listing for them, so normally when I do my sticker listings on Etsy, in the drop down there'll be an option for each character, and also for oh my god, like discounted options if you want to buy a bunch of them. So like for example on my Spider-Verse stickers, option for each character, and then a slightly cheaper option, slightly discounted option if you buy 10 stickers, 20 stickers, or if you buy the full set. Or if it's like if it's one that doesn't have many options for, so like there's only 6 Call of Duty stickers, so there's just like each of the characters and then a full set option. There's no 10 sticker or 20 sticker option because there's only 6 of them. For the ghost stickers, there's just every character and then a full set option. There's no discounted set of 10, set of 20, because Etsy wouldn't let me. In the drop-down boxes on Etsy, you are only allowed a maximum of 70 options, and there are 69 of the ghost stickers, so that only left me with room to put one bundle option, and I chose to do the full set option because I have a full set option on every other sticker listing, or the chibi stickers listing, and I wouldn't feel right if I didn't include it on that one. Every single other listing has it for organization's sake, for my own mind of like having everything matching. I chose to include the full set rather than a set of 20 or a set of 10 bundle. Didn't think anyone would ever use it though, because it's £100. I know that sounds like a lot, but each sticker individually is £1.50. And there's 69 of them that you get in the full set of all of the ghost stickers. So if you were to buy the 69 of them individually, it would be £103.50. But if you get them all as the full set, then you get £3.50 off. I rounded down to 100. Didn't think anyone would pick that option, because I'm like, that's a lot of money to spend on stickers. I know you're getting a lot of stickers, but still. So thank you to the person who bought the full set of ghost stickers. I have a lot of stickers to cut out. So someone bought a full set. Which is what? Thank you. So Wally, no! The reason my stream took so long is because it took a lot of time just to get all of the stickers, like, laid out on these, you know, on all of the sheets. You wouldn't think it would take that long, but somehow it does. At least it takes me a while. So yeah. I'm just gonna go with- so this is why I also didn't want to start stream this late, but this is also why it took this late, because it took a while to, like, lay all of these out. This line here is so that I know every sticker past this point is for the person who ordered the full set, so I should put those in a separate stack. But yeah, we're gonna be here a while, guys, so settle in. Let me get comfy myself. And then we have one sheet of badges and pins. Not these two. These two are for me. These two at the bottom, they're for me to make for myself as a treat. But these ones are for the ones at the top of people. Out of everyone who's bought the ghost pins so far, Because for those who don't know, everything that I offer is a chibi sticker. I also offer as pins. You can customize them to have any plain color or combination of pride flags in the background. I sold 2 or 3. I can't remember, but at least, I think maybe I sold 1 of Copia, but everyone who's wanted one of the ghouls so far, they've all picked Swiss. Everyone wants Swiss. Everyone wants the little gremlin boy. Oh my god, and Swiss is what's currently at the top of the pile, holy shit. he's everywhere. Right. Had them face down. It doesn't matter. It's for me, I was having them in a certain order. Am I gonna stick with Cuphead music? I feel like my only worry with like streaming today, I'm like, am I gonna get understimulated? I was watching like video essays to keep myself occupied, because cutting out the stickers can be boring. At least okay, the scissors aren't knocking against where I have a weird little spot thing. Well, that's very sweet of you to say, Red. The person who bought them left a note in the orders like, this is a great way to like learn all the ghouls, and I'm like, hey, I guess so. I mean, I had to learn, there was some ghouls that I discovered and things that I learned while, drawing all of them. So, I guess so. If you ever forget what the names of all the ghouls are, you can come and look at my Etsy listing of ghost stickers and learn, who each of the ghouls are, and also, based on their costumes, how long they've been in the band and what different eras of the band they were in. Or which papas they served under, however you wanna see it. We got a lot to cut out. I wish I could just put Hades Town on and we could all listen to Hades Town, but I'd probably get in trouble. I don't think Wally can sit here. I keep knocking him over. I have him on this tiny cinnamon roll chair. Oh my god, speaking of. So, who's getting the Barnaby B Beagle plush? Here's the thing. My favourite Welcome Home characters are Wally and Eddie. If they make an Eddie plush, I'm getting it. But I'm kind of really tempted, because my hope is, if this keeps going well for Clown, like releasing the plushies, which, I mean, it clearly is, they released the plushies via Makeship, which is kind of like, works in a similar way to Kickstarter, in terms of they have to reach a certain amount of orders before they will actually make it. In this case, it's 200. If they sell 200 of the plushies, they'll make them. If they don't get 200 pre-orders in for the plushies in 21 days, it won't get made. So, Barnaby hit 200 orders in like 5 minutes. I don't know exactly the amount of time. I caught the listing once it had been up for about 40 minutes, and it was already at 600. So hopefully that means Clown will keep making all of the characters. But if they do that, I've never been like a completionist in terms of collecting physical things. You guys know I collect musical, digital, like, audio recordings and video recordings. That's my problem. But I don't, collect any physical things or have ever wanted a full set of anything. Because normally I don't love every character or something, and I don't completely 100% love every of the main Welcome Home characters. I like them all. But I do have clear favorites. But I'm like, I kind of think it would be cute to get all of them. And the thing is, like, the way that these releases work is it's like a limited time thing, right? Like, it's a limited time pre-order. They're not gonna get them back in stock ever again. So if I miss out on getting Barnaby and then later down the line decide I would actually like a whole collection, I'm never gonna be able to do so unless someone ends up, you know, putting them on eBay. Like secondhand. Probably for a crazy price. But yeah, for those that don't know, Clown has posted has released some new Welcome Home merch. And, because they don't know what Welcome Home is, it's hard to explain. It's just somebody's OCs. Like, how I have my OCs. I mean, all characters are somebody's OCs, but you know what I mean? It's like a little online horror project told through, kind of mixed media. Did you say mixed media? It's a website that contains, short video clips and images, and the idea is that it's this fictional puppet show that used to exist in the 60s. It is horror themed. Somebody questioned, like, asked me, like, how, like, what they think age-wise it would be appropriate for, and I'm like, not for kids. I don't know what clown, I don't know if I'd consider it 18 plus, but at least, like, 13 or 15 plus. Like, it is a horror project. And it hasn't delved too far into the horror yet, because Clown says we're currently in the epilogue of the story. But, so the website's presented as like a fictional, like people trying to restore this old kids show, and the horrors they are finding. But I really, really love the characters, and I really, really love, the artwork, and just getting to see, like, just an ordinary artist like any of us, not some, like, this isn't like, oh, there's a new movie out and so it's popular. It's like, it's just a regular person's original characters that they've been making this, you know, posting about, suddenly got a bunch of attention because Nightmind, a big ARG horror YouTuber, decided to cover it on his YouTube channel, and all of a sudden now there's all this attention on it, and I know that can be really daunting. I know Clown's been through some shit, had the stinky side of that, but I'm so happy for them that they are managing to, like, sell plushies of their OCs. That would be, like, my wildest dream. And to have them so successfully sell, which I hope means we will end up with plushies of all of them. I haven't ordered the Barnaby plush or the pins, but boy, I'm really thinking about it. They've made Barnaby's little vest removable as well, so I'm like, oh my god, you could dress him up. Wally, I don't know if this is removable, right? Like, I can get my hands under there, but it is clearly, like, sewn to his wrists. But I don't know how well. I don't want to risk unpicking it. I've seen people, or at least I've seen Clown, the actual artist, creator, have this plush without his cardigan on. But my fear is then, well, he's got arms under there. Okay. My worry was, like, sometimes on plushies, the clothing is fully attached to the arms, or is the arm, but he does actually have little arms under there. Wait, I can actually roll the sleeve up in one of his hands. Are they actually not- hang on, wait, are they actually not sewn on at all? But then, even if they're not sewn on, the fear is his hands are bigger than his wrists. I don't know if you guys have ever had, like, Monster High dolls or something similar. Or just any fashion doll ever, and the pain of trying to get a really tight, long sleeve off of fashion doll's hands. Monster High make it easy because you take the hands off, and then you slip the sleeves off. Hello, Apple! I'm talking about whether it's possible to undress while- Because the new Barnaby plushie, which I haven't ordered, but boy, I kind of really want to, I'll be honest. Fashion dolls these days have removable hands. Otherwise you will, if you got the clothes off, you'd never be able to get them back on. Especially for something like a Monster High doll that has that very, you know, splayed out hand pose. I worried that if I managed to get this off his little arm, I thought it was sewn on, but it doesn't look like it actually is. But my fear is, I don't think that's getting back over that hand, do you? Not with his thumb. It's not stretchy. I mean, he's not stuffed, I'm scared. I reckon I could get him off, but I don't know if they'd go back on. The sleeves are pretty tight, because the bit of his shirt is actually his body, but what is apparently the shirt sleeves sticking out from underneath the cardigan isn't. That's actually just attached to the cardigan. It's just like it's a facade. I saw like Clown's personal copy of Wally. They've dressed him up in different jackets, but Clown has a lot of copies of Wally. You know, they're the creator. They can easily just cut a shirt off. They can easily just cut the cardigan off to have one to dress up and have a second one. You know, Clown could easily cut the whole thing off and then just like be like, well, this is the one that doesn't have a cardigan, and then have a second one that does, you know? It doesn't open in the front or anything.
The devil has his price, and
I feel it'd just be cute to dress him up. Sad. But anyway, I think Wally's gonna have to go somewhere else because I keep knocking him over. You can go down here. Go down here. Okay, that's every sticker. This is every sticker in the full set of ghost stickers that somebody bought, and then this is every other sticker. Those piles are like almost the same size. I'm just gonna try and keep these separate, I think, just so that later, well, will I? There's not much point. Because what I always do, which you guys in my Discord always say, I always lay out every item for my orders on my bed every week before I pack them up. And I always post that photo on my Discord. But normally what I would do, like if there were two stickers of the same, well, two of the same sticker, I should say. What I would normally do. Can I easily find two of the same sticker? Here we go. Pretend they're cut out normally. I would like stack them on top of each other. So I suppose it doesn't actually matter keeping them in separate piles. It was for my brain. Oh, thank you for the lurk, Zed. I'm bored of Cuphead music. I would love to put Hades Town on because obviously that is the brain rot at the moment, but I'd probably get in trouble. I mean, it might not copyright detect if I played like a full like recorded audio of it, like not the cast album, but that could get me in trouble for a different reason because it's not an official recording. I will say, oh, one of the VODs. Wait, yeah, actually, hang on. I just realized I was like, oh yeah, one of the VODs that I uploaded to YouTube the other day got blocked in some territories. I'll clip it and fix it later. But then I just realized, wait, it was the Snufkin VOD. When I opened the Snufkin game, it was like, be sure to turn on streamer mode because there's copyrighted music in the game. So I did that, and yet, hang the fuck on. I got an email that the Snufkin VOD had been. I didn't even register. I got an email that the Snufkin VOD had been blocked in some territories. I swear to fucking God. That is so stupid to put copyrighted music in your video game. Anyway, I turned on streamer settings. The streamer safe setting, meaning that they shouldn't have played the copyrighted music. So it would be safe for me to stream. Hang on, I'm going into my VOD account. I'm not happy about that. I think that is so stupid as well. Because, like, so many games thrive on, like, Let's Playing is free advertising for your game. You want streamers to play your game. I turned on streamer safe mode. Meaning, it shouldn't have got any copyright problems. Cool, where's it blocked? And why is it blocked? Oh! Well, that wasn't expected. Okay, it wasn't blocked because of the game. It was because I showed you guys a compilation at the beginning of... Wow. So, at the beginning of stream, I played you guys, like, a Snufkin clip compilation, and that video was on YouTube. Someone else had uploaded it to YouTube, and it was allowed on YouTube. Yeah, it's been blocked. The whole VOD, the whole, like, 5 hours has been blocked because I showed you 1 minute of clips of Snufkin from... the show. Would that, I mean, how is that not phased? Also, Jesus, it was uploaded by somebody else. So if my video wasn't allowed, how is their video allowed? Alright, well, at least it wasn't the game. I mean, really, Moomin people, come on. Well, that VOD's been trimmed. One of my other VODs is also partially blocked. Uh-oh. I think this is the last time I did Etsy orders, I put on, what's it been blocked for? Oh! Wow, no, never mind, okay. There's an older VOD, and I was like, oh, it picked up a lot of, Rebecca Das musical music, Tansy Vampire, some Ghost songs, some Phantom of the Opera songs. Yeah, it didn't get blocked for any of that. None of those songs have had any impact. It's been blocked because I guess I played... apparently for 5 seconds, a Harry Styles song. I can only think that would have played because I was showing you guys like a TikTok edit. Isn't that wild that a 4-hour video can get blocked for 5 seconds of a song? I don't know if I can have this going at the same time as fixing the other VOD. I will say, last time we did Etsy orders and I played some Notre Dame de Paris and Romeo and Juliet music, yeah, I got in trouble with Twitch. I didn't get, like, a copyright strike or anything. But, yeah, parts of that VOD got muted. Via Twitch. Not via YouTube. YouTube doesn't seem to have had a problem with it, which is weird, because some of the Mozart songs were fine. I would have thought, if anything, that would have got me in trouble. But, yeah, no, so no more playing those. Apparently German musicals are fine. They don't mind being played. But Twitch didn't like some of the Romeo and Juliet songs being played. But YouTube has picked up on the rest of the Notre Dame de Paris and the Mozart Opera rock songs, and they're like, yeah, that's fine. No impact at all. No impact at all on the video. But Twitch has problems with some of them. I can't see which ones, because Twitch just muted it. It won't, like, at least when YouTube mutes or blocks part of your video for copyright, it tells you exactly what the copyright is it detected, like whether it's an episode of a TV show, whether it was a song, and it tells you exactly where it is. Twitch just mutes that part of the stream. Doesn't tell you why. Doesn't tell you, what song it detected. So I can make sure not to play that song anymore. If it happens during a karaoke stream, then I can work out what song it was based on what it says on the top. Like, sometimes, one of the Hallelujah karaoke tracks I've used gets copyright claimed. But, yeah, I don't know what happened there. Queen! Hello. I have a mini ghost sticker out because, someone ordered a full set of ghost stickers. What? And then other people ordered some other ghost stickers as well. I want to put other music on, but I'll get in trouble if I put Hades Town on, but I want to put Hades Town. And I didn't risk putting on, like, an unofficial audio. You finished reading Peter Darling? Oh my god! Crying emoji's accurate. I hope other than crying emoji that you also had fun. It is my favorite book. It makes me cry too. After I read it the first time, I think I read it, I immediately reread it, and then reread it again. And then, almost every day, I would reread the last couple pages, or the last chapter. For those that don't know and weren't here for the last stream. Peter Darling is a Peter Pan retelling where Peter is a trans man, who is Wendy being his dead name. Goes to Neverland as an adult and gets a enemies to lovers romance with Captain Hook. Cannot emphasize he's an adult when this happens. Cannot emphasize any more because again, but yes, and it's the first book I ever read with like a trans male protagonist, and yeah, it's going on the cute pile, yay! It's very near and dear to my heart. I want to put music on that's not Cuphead, but I don't know what music. This is a problem because I haven't started cutting out any stickers because I've just been looking for music because I'm like... Oh, I forgot I downloaded the Toontown playlist. Can't put Toontown. I just want to put Hades Town on, but I'll get in trouble. Oh boy. I definitely don't think I could put a whole audio of the musical, and I think that's how you get in mega trouble. That's definitely how you get in mega trouble. So, do you think the Hadestown Tiny Desk concert is it might detect the same melody, but the Hadestown Tiny Desk concert was never like released as a CD or anything. So maybe the Hadestown Tiny Desk concert isn't in the copyright system. I don't think the Tiny Desk concert would be in the copyright system. For those who don't know, there's a radio station, NPR. They have a series of videos called Tiny Desk Concerts where they have different musicians. Normally it's musicians. A couple times they've done musicals, and I really hope they keep doing more musicals. But normally it's just regular, like, pop stars, rock stars, etc. That perform live at their little tiny desk. It's, as far as I can think of, the musicals that they've had on the Tiny Desk concert. Oh my god, I didn't know they did a band's visit. Have I never seen the band's visit one before? Oh my god, okay, so I knew about the Hadestown, I knew they did Sweeney Todd recently, I knew they did Company, which didn't actually happen physically at the Tiny Desk. Sad. And I knew they did, they've done 6, I think? Apparently they've done the band's visit. I love the band's visit. And Be More Chill. I didn't know they'd done Be More Chill. I didn't know they'd done... Shh. Shh, 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 shh. So yeah, when they did the Company one, it was actually, okay, you shush. When they did the Company one, it was because it was during lockdown, so it wasn't actually at the Tiny Desk. Didn't know they'd done a Band's Visit one 5 years ago. Band's Visit. Band's Visit's gorgeous music. They did Be More Chill, Come From Away, Hadestown, Jagged Little Pill, Company, Strange Loop, Little Shop of Horrors, I have seen that one. 6, Lion King, Kimberly Akimbo, Shooked, and most recently Sweeney Todd. I will drop the playlist in chat because I think they're fun. I can't have... I would visually have the video up as well. There probably is a way for me to do it. That probably is a way for me to do it. Obviously, this is not the cast I saw, because these are the Broadway casts, but, I'd have to make a new instance of my screen share. My god. I really want to listen to Hades. Oh no, it did get caught by the YouTube copyright system. Ah, shit. You can tell when something's been caught or not because you can go to the bottom. You can expand a description out and go to the bottom. And, shit! Well, you guys can enjoy listening to that playlist. The song that I wanted to play the most, which is Way Down Hadestown, has been, it's caught by the... Just because it's caught by the YouTube copyright system doesn't mean I'll get in trouble with YouTube, but it could mean I can get in trouble with Twitch. I mean, the worst that happens is it'll mute stream. It's unlikely that it's going to give me a copyright strike. But I also want to tempt people if you've never listened to Hadestown before. Oh my god, actually, yeah, no, we have to. I'll risk it all for you, chat, because I realized, like, some of you might have never heard, Patrick Page. Well, if you haven't. Not of that audience, Yee. So if you, I saw the West End cast. Oh my god, almost a week ago? How's it almost already been a week? I'm so sad, I want to go back to Hades Town. I'm going back. There's no way I'm not seeing that again. I wish I had the money to be able to go back, like, all the time. Like, once a month. Sadly, no. But when Julia comes over, and so I'm going to be in London anyway to collect her from the airport. What better? I'm in London anyway! I'll be in London anyway! So, you know, I want to go back. It was so good. I've never had such a nice time going out before. Or had such a nice time in a theater. The energy was amazing. I think because I feel like there was a lot of people in the audience who were there because they've been desperately awaiting Hades Town, like getting. Oh, I think I broke OBS. Okay, I'm making a second display capture, and then look, I can do things. And we're gonna put it over here. I'm a dang genius. So then we can watch. It's gonna be too loud. And you guys can still see me. Yay. But yeah, you guys will understand what I mean if you never listened to Hades Town before, but you heard me be like, oh, it's weird, I'm used to Patrick Page's voice and the guy on the West End didn't have as deep of a voice. But then he sold me. He sold me because, his acting, yeah, very different from Patrick Page's Hades, not as stern, and much more kind of like laughing and grinning and energetic, I suppose. I love both versions. I love both versions. I love seeing very different interpretations of the same character. That's what makes like Tansy Vampiri and Elizabeth Das musicals so fun to me, because those musicals, depending on the act, have very different interpretations of the Todd and Krolok. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna put Hades Town on. God, I need to crowd stickers.
On the road to hell, there was a railroad track.
Come on!
There was a train coming up from way down below.
That was not 6 months.
Better go get your suitcase packed. Yes, it's time to go.
She's gonna ride that
So I should say,
Ride that train.
She's gonna ride that train.
Hades Town is if you couldn't guess by the name, is about Greek mythology. It is a retelling of the Greek myth of Orpheus and Eurydice, but also intertwined with Hades and Persephone. It is you have like this new young couple and their new young love story, and you've got Hades and Persephone who have been in love and together for a long time, but Hades has abandonment issues and gets so scared that every time Persephone leaves to go back to the surface in the spring that she won't come back because, like, maybe she'll find someone better. Man, I can fix it. And so he does shit. He's like, I'm gonna keep her down here longer and let her go back later, and basically accidentally creates global warming because he doesn't want his wife to go on holiday. He doesn't want his wife to go away. That's the plot. But it's about them trying to fall back in love as well. I love, and that's so we have it in the Comfort Heart on stream. We have the West End Hades and Persephone.
When you'd invite me back for a bite.
Did you ever wonder what it's like on the underside?
Way down under.
On the underside.
Way down
God, I love the Fates. I love harmonies, and the Fates have such good harmonies.
Down for a long way down, far away from the poorhouse door. Either get to hell or to Hades Town. Ain't no difference anymore. Way down, Hades Town, way down under the ground. Hound dog howl and the whistle blow. Train come a rolling, clickety clack. Everybody trying to get a ticket to go, but those who go, they don't go back on. Way down in this town, way down under the ground.
Don't mind me dancing with scissors, it's fine.
Winter's nigh and summer's o'er. Hear that high and lonesome sound of my husband a coming for to bring me home to Hades Town. Way down, Hades Town, way down.
Just say, yeah, this isn't Amber Gray as Persephone, this is one of her understudies.
Down there, it's a bunch of
I don't know her name.
Brother, I'll be bored to death.
I'm sure it says it in the description.
Put some stuff just to
But other than that, this is the entire original Broadway cast. Apart from this is one of Persephone's understudies.
give me a crate of
Because I guess Amber Gray couldn't be here
takes a lot of medicine.
to make it through the winter time. Way down, Hades Town, way down under the ground. I'm having fun now.
Every little penny and a wishing well, every little nickel on the drum. All them shiny little heads and tails, where do you think they come from? Way down, Hades Town, way down under the ground.
Everybody hungry, everybody tired, everybody slaved by the sweat of his brow. The wages is nothing and the work is hard. It's a graveyard in Hades Town. Way down, Hades Town, way down under the ground.
I think I'm gonna cut up in between the legs. Hades Town in one ear and Yancy in the other. You got Yancy in the like Markiplier Yancy. Are you listening to? I don't want to be free. What a bob.
Mr. Hades is a mean old boss.
Silver whistle and a golden scale.
Anyways, the cars sold for sale.
To the king on the chromium throne. To the bottom of a sing
The
sail.
little wheel squeal and the big wheel groan.
And you better forget about your wish well. Way down, Hades Town, way down under the ground.
But if you guys haven't heard Patrick Page before, please
On
enjoy.
the road to hell, there
Please
was a
enjoy
railroad
meeting Patrick Page's
car.
lovely voice.
And the car door opened and a
I need to put
man
my
stepped
scissors down.
out. Everybody looked and everybody saw it was the same man we'd been singing about.
You're early.
I missed you.
Okay, I'm okay now. I needed to keep the scissors on the ground. I couldn't hold my scissors right. Anyway, had to put the scissors down for that.
Makes you wonder how it feels.
All aboard!
Hi, iceberg. I couldn't resist putting Hades down on. You've heard him as Frollo? Yes. The only roles I've heard him in it are Frollo and Hades. Oh my god, should we... I don't know. Nothing on Hunchback is that deep? No. Well, we're gonna have to do some introducing things then. One, I want to show the West End trailer. Because I want you guys to see the difference in the UK cast. We love a non-binary Hermes, and also keeping their regional accents. So Hermes' actor is from Trinidad and Tobago. Orpheus' actor is from Ireland. Eurydice has this sort of Midlands, if not Northern Yorkshire sort of accent. It made me so happy. It made me so happy because it's so often in UK theatre that everyone is forced to get rid of their accents and all basically sound quite posh like this. And regional accents are kind of encouraged to be wiped, and so it was just nice. Make this bit bigger. And then I'll put on Hey Little Songbird so Red can experience it, and if I get in trouble with Twitch, then I get in trouble with Twitch. But Red hasn't listened to Hey Little Songbird.
Orpheus was a poor boy.
This is
But he had a gift
the new London
He could
cast.
make you see how the world could be in spite of the way that it is. And Eurydice was a young girl, but she'd seen how the world was. When she fell in spite of herself, in love with Orpheus. But Hades gave her a choice to make. A ticket to the underworld.
I love that shirt. The way she says drumming is so northern.
Just how far would you go for her?
I think that's such a nice little trailer as well, and I appreciate that it has subtitles like embedded onto it. Right, let me cut this. Why are you advertising me reality TV? Oh, it's because I'm signed into my- so I'm currently logged into my VOD channel, and for some reason, the default thing that I guess YouTube recommends to completely blank channels is reality TV. Oh, there was a Wicked one too. Yeah, there was a Wicked one too. So that Tiny Desk playlist I gave you doesn't have all of them in, because there's a Wicked one as well. Oh, fucking hang on. I don't know about finding a video, but well, there is a video. Wait. There's a video of Zachary James's Hey Little Songbird on his own personal YouTube channel? Wait, does that mean it's like a professional sounding record? Okay, Zachary James is who plays Hades on the West End. In the new London cast. Oh my god. There's like, on his own personal YouTube channel, there's like a recording of him singing Hey Little Songbird. It's from 5 months ago, so I don't know if this is like how he still is performing it now, like if he's refined it since then. I did wonder, okay, he has a tattoo on his chest. I wondered if that was his or if that was for Hades, because it was so kind of perfectly placed when later in the show, once he has his shirt open in Act 2, I'm like, that tattoo is like so perfectly placed in that shirt, but okay. That's that mystery solved, because I know the sleeve of like the brick tattoo up Hades' arm, that is like it's like a stocking. That's not real tattoos. Green. Yeah, when he you know, when he has his shirt on, I didn't mean all the way open. I'm so yeah, so I'll try and find pictures of the West End cast. I got beef with the Olivier Awards. Hadestown, so the Olivier Awards are our versions of the Tony Awards. The nominations are out. Hadestown's been nominated for Best Revival, strange, instead of, like, yes, technically it's been in London before, but, okay. And that's it. No Best Costume nomination, no Best Orchestrations nomination, no Best, we don't actually have a Best Score award for the, but whatever, they got Revival, and that's it. No costume, no orchestrations, no lighting design nomination, no scenic set design nomination, no acting nominations for Melanie Labarre as Hermes or Gloria Ontiri as Persephone. What? What do you mean? What do you mean they only got nominated for Best... Okay, like, the Olivier Awards over here and the theatre community in general, like, the professional theatre community over here in general, are so snobby. So snobby about musical theatre. Like, the people who are, like, in charge of the Oliviers and that, they'll big up plays. They see plays as, like, real theatre, and musicals as, like, silly little shitty things for kids, like, lowbrow, like, you know, they don't see it as intelligent work or whatever. And nothing could be more clear than the Olivia noms this year. In so many categories, like for Best Actor or for like Best Play, there's like 5 nominations for the play, but only 4 nominations for the musical. And how Hadestown won so many Tony Awards, and this is like the same production. And yet over here, and the crowd was so responsive. Critics have given it good reviews, but then the Oliviers have been like, yeah, no. How can you not nominate it for lighting design? But so what you guys have in the Tonys that we don't have is you guys actually split some categories that we don't. So like our lighting design is for both plays and musicals. We don't have a best original score. We just have like best orchestrations. Original score's just lumped in with best musical. Orchestration or like music supervision or whatever the fuck it's called is for plays and musicals. Costumes is for plays and musicals. We don't have best costumes for musicals and best costumes for plays. It's just called out all lumped in. Which, whatever. But when it's really bad is the best director is just one category. There's no best direction of a play and best direction of a musical. It's all just best direction. And I think that's really stupid. Those are 2 very different kinds of things to direct. So, like, yeah, no Best Director nomination for Rachel Chavkin. What? Anyway, these aren't the actual official end costumes here, but the Green can get a taste. There you go, his shirt's I feel so bad. There's the full suit in Where We Build the Wall. Oh my god, in Hail Song, when he put his glasses on just to immediately take them back off. Well, you can see this is what the costume looks like in Act 2. This is Patrick Page. This is the Broadway cast, not the West End cast. But here you can see. So in Act 2, he has the jacket off, no tie, shirt collar open, sleeves rolled up. And you can see the kind of brick wall pattern tattoo sleeve. Which, I can't remember if I thought on Patrick maybe the tattoos were real, but maybe they're not. I couldn't remember. But at least for everyone else, regardless, it's what I presume. I don't know, maybe they are. It didn't seem to me, but I could be wrong, like it was like printed on. It looked more like as if it was like almost like a stocking wearing on his arm that like the seam gets hidden under the watch. It could be that they were painting it on, but to me it looked more like it was like almost like a bodysuit over his arm. But yeah, and then the back of the waistcoat's red. Oh, true. Also, if you do want a recording, there is some official recording of the West End cast. Well, actually, I don't think it was official, but they did like a little kind of preview night thing. I purposely didn't watch it because I wanted to go into the West End cast blind, but they did do this like little concert where they performed a few songs. I forgot about that. Maybe we'll watch the video, because maybe that or the audio from the video will be less likely to get me in trouble. So this is Patrick Page. I said Red hasn't heard Hey Little Songbird, so he has different glasses as well. So Zachary James on the West End has like little circular sunglasses. I just thought it was cute that they have different glasses.
Hey, little songbird.
I'm fine.
Give me a song. I'm a busy man, and I can't stay long.
Oh my god.
I got clients to call.
So, he's trying to seduce you into see. Okay, per plot. So, he's taken his wife back. He's taken Persephone back down to Hadestown. She's like, "What the fuck did you do? It stinks of pollution. Everything's so bright. Everything is like so warm." And he's like, "Well, you know, I'm trying to make it more like the above ground down here, and that way you'll stay here and you won't keep leaving in the spring." And she's like, "But I have to leave in the spring because the earth like needs seasons and harvests and crops to grow." I don't like what you've done down here. And he's like, wow, I can't believe you're so ungrateful. If you don't want all this, I'm gonna go give it to somebody else. And she's like, oh no. And the staging, like, seeing it in person, she like locks her eyes on Eurydice and just like stares at her the whole time, like, oh no. Not like in a jealous way, just oh god, oh no. So at this point, Orpheus is too busy working on his song that he's ignoring Eurydice, his partner, and they're poor and they're starving. She's like, when she says that she's hungry, literally, they don't have any food. She's actually like starving, and freezing. And Hades is like, hey, would you like to come live in my town? That's what this song is. Let's just go from the beginning. So this is why, like, when I first heard Zachary James as Hades in the West End, I was like, oh, he hasn't got the bass voice. He's not doing the really, really deep voice. So it took some adjusting to, because I just assumed every Hades was going to be cast with the same vocal range, but I'd never listened to anyone that wasn't Patrick Page. But, by the end of it, I really didn't mind. By the end of it, Zachary James completely sold me, because he's still got a nice voice, but his acting and his characterization of Hades was different from Patrick Page, but still really fun. I really love both of them there. So we'll play that again while I cut some stickers out. You guys enjoy. I'll be over here giggling and kicking my little feet and blushing.
Hey, little songbird.
And stimming. Oh.
I'm a busy man, and I can't stay long. I got clients to call. I got orders to fill. I got walls to build. I got riots to quell. And they're giving me hell back in Hades. Hey, little songbird. Cat got your tongue. Always a pity for one so pretty and young.
Oh my god, can you call me pretty, please?
When poverty comes.
You okay, Red? I should have given you more of a warning.
And knock the wind right out of your lungs. Ain't nobody sings on
It's like the growl as well in his voice.
Strange is the call of this strange land. I wanna fly down and feed at his hand. I want a nice soft place to land. I wanna fly down forever.
Little songbird, you got something fine. You shine like a diamond down in the mine. And the choice is yours if you're willing to choose. Seeing as you got nothing to lose, and I could use a canary.
Suddenly nothing is as it was. Where are you now, Orpheus? Wasn't it gonna be the two of us? Wearing three birds of a feather.
Little songbird, let me guess, he's some kind of poet, and he's penniless. Give him your hand, he'll give you his hand to mouth. He'll write you a poem when the power is on. Hey, why not fly south through the winter? Hey, little songbird, look all around you. See how vipers and vultures surround. And they'll take you down, they'll pick you clean. If you stick around in such a desperate scene, see people get mean when the chips are down.
See, also, again, differences So Patrick Page is very much more put together, very more emotionless and standoffish. Like, he's got emotions underneath, but he's portraying himself more emotionless, right? Zachary James's Hades, again, so he rattles that then very... just stands there and rattles it. Zachary James's Hades did this whole, like, pose and, like, leant forward and, like, thrust his hips. I love both of them. Hi, Alexa.
Rattlesnake. The real seed was a hungry young girl,
You're cheeky.
and Hades gave her a choice to make. A ticket to the underworld.
And then one of my favourite songs comes right after that. But... yeah. 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 Oh my god, someone already posted West End audio on well, it's on YouTube. But I will say, just listening to Zachary James's voice on its own, I'm like, might not will be a harder sell after you've heard about Patrick Page's. But I would say you would have to see his acting to really appreciate, because he's so fun. But also, great, I mean, you can listen out for the northern accent. Like, especially in Flowers, you can really hear the accent there, because there's a line in, Flowers, which is like, nothing, nothing gonna save me now. But instead of saying, like, nothing... No, sorry, that I open my mouth and nothing comes out. I open my mouth and nothing comes out. She's so northern with it. She's like, I open my mouth and nothing comes out. Oh my god, it makes me so happy. Because that's my native accent. So to hear that on a stage and it not be... To hear, like, a more northern regional accent and it not be the punchline of a joke is so rare. And it made me very happy to hear her be like, I open my mouth and nothing comes out. That made me feel nice. So this is the new West End cast. It's not as deep, but you'd have to see his acting. This Hades is just a silly little guy. He's such a dick. So Hades in this is still American. There's an American actor playing Hades in the West End cast. Also, he's really sweet, because for those that weren't here last stream, I stage doored, so it was my first time ever doing a stage door, so I got to meet the cast afterwards and got them to sign things, and they were all really sweet. They were all really sweet, but Zachary especially was like really sweet. So, if you want to make it, and tall. I've never felt so short in my life. He's got to be like over 6 foot. Like, I mean, I'm 5'4", so it's not hard to make me feel short, but I've never felt so short. This Hades is just I never call Patrick Page as Hades a silly little guy. But this is one's a silly little guy, and yet still dark and intimidating, and still like, oh, he's just got abandonment issues, huh? He just needs a good hug.
Hey, little songbird. Give me a song. I'm a busy man and I can't stay long. I've got clients to call. I've got orders to fill. I've got walls to build. I've got rights to quell. And they're giving me hell back in Hades. Hey, little songbird, I got your tongue. Always a pity for one so pretty and young. When poverty comes to clip your wings and knock the wind right out of your lungs, hey, nobody sings on empty.
Strange is the cool of this strange land. I wanna fly down and feed at his hand. I wanna
enjoy the ghoul creation. I don't know what that means, but have fun.
Seeing as you got nothing to lose, I could use a canary.
Suddenly nothing is as it was. I love her accent. Wasn't it gonna be the two of us? Birds of a feather.
Songbird, let me guess. He's some kind of poet and he's penniless. Give me your hand.
That's the other thing, like,
Give you
I
his
think
hand.
Zachary as Hades got more laughs than I've ever seen Patrick Page get, because it's just they're playing him differently. But getting the laughs out of them didn't make Hades any less of a compelling villain. Like it wasn't too much comedy, you know, to stop him from being taken seriously.
See how the vipers and vultures surround you, and they'll take you down. They'll pick you clean. If you stick around, such a desperate scene. See, people get mean when the chips are down.
I didn't realize people were already posting West End audios on YouTube. Chant, yeah, but Chant again. Chant 2. I'm sad they didn't bring back Persephone's verse, but oh my god, someone on Tumblr phrased it as like what they liked about this Hades, and like, well, they said what they liked about this musical, and one of the things about the West End production specifically, and one of the things they mentioned was, quote, Hades' slutty little strut on the Revolve, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I have to agree, he does really saunter around that turntable. I can't deny. So I guess this person on YouTube's uploaded. I don't know. So there's a couple full audios of the West End cast on Tumblr that people have put up for free for download. I would hope we don't have to resort to those, because I hope that they release a cast album. You know what, with the accents being so different, and there's a few new updated lyrics, I would love to have a cast album. If you go to the West End Theatre, they're selling copies of the Broadway cast album. They haven't made a West End one. But I'm like, there still could be a chance. I mean, the current revival of Cabaret that is so well loved and is coming over to Broadway as well now. They didn't have a cast album until like maybe 5 months into their run. So sometimes they don't like to release a cast album straight away because they want people to still go see it. Julia! Welcome home. I didn't know you were getting home already. But, hello, Mac. Hello, Julia. What's this saying? Ah, I forgot. Yeah, I hope they do a cast album for the West End cast. And then I would be recommending that everyone go and give money and purchase that or stream it in places. I guess this person sure has. So I guess I'll link this if people are curious about listening to the new West End cast. I would say if it's true, this version is so much better than the Broadway one. No offense to Reeve Carvey, but like I'm just saying, he's not the strongest belter. Donald's, if it's true, made me a lot more emotional. It felt there was more of a warmth to all the voices. I don't know. I've never loved Our Lady of the Underground. I love it now. Gloria is amazing. Doing okay, Meg. I'm cutting out Etsy stickers at the moment and still gushing about Hades Town because I got to see it last week on the West End, and I think I was like, how can any cast compare to the Broadway cast? They're just as good, if not better. It was so good. I want to go back already, but I don't have the kind of money to go to London every week. Also, I'm sad because they kept emailing, and I saw other people talk about this, that the West End one had these little passport cards, like almost like loyalty cards, and if you went to see this show 10 times and got 10 stamps, you'd get like I think an exclusive free piece of merch. I don't remember. They didn't give me a passport. Maybe I was supposed to ask for one. I forgot to ask for one. So, well, I mean, does anyone have the money to go to London more than once a year? Not really, but we're doing it anyway, because I will be going back to London in October to pick Julia up from the airport. So while we're there, since I've got to be there anyway, the only reason and it's like, well, why didn't you put off seeing Hadestown until then? Because when the tickets, well, so I was on the Hadestown is one of my favorite musicals. As soon as it was announced, I signed up for the mailing list to get told when tickets went on sale immediately, because there was no guarantee. It opened in February. There was no guarantee it was going to still be open by October. Back then, it was not booking. It was only booking from like February, I think, to maybe July or something like that. And I was like, I'm not risking it closing early. It was very unlikely. I mean, it's Hadestown, but I'm like, I don't want to risk it closing early and then me miss my chance to see it. I'm gonna go see it straight away. So, they have now extended out until December 2024, I think. That's how far let me check. Let me check before I say stuff that is not correct. I know they extended. Unless it was December 2025, which makes me even have. I have no doubt that that they'll probably be able to extend, because like the energy from that audience. I'm just really sad because the fucking bullshit Olivia Awards. I know I already talked about this, but now there's new people in chat. Hadestown has only been nominated for Best Revival. That's it. No Best Lighting Design, no costume, no scenic set design, no orchestration nomination, no nomination for any of the actors, which especially Melanie Labarrie as Hermes and Gloria Ontiri as Persephone really deserved. So, a lot of the time, you know, Olivier Awards winning those can really help boost a show. Well, they've only been nominated for one. I don't know that they'll win it. I don't know. I love Hadestown, but they've been nominated for Best Revival rather than Best New Musical, because technically it was in London before. See, on Broadway, in terms of what counts as a Broadway theatre, is like, I don't, fuck it, it's like what is allowed to be nominated for Tony is if you're a Broadway theatre, and what makes you a Broadway theatre, I don't know if you have to be part of like a club or if it's like based on the location. In the Olivier Awards, it's anyone, you don't have to be a West End theatre, you just have to pay the Olivier Awards money. So I guess the theatre that the West End was in before to be included, which feels really silly. So Hadestown is classed as a revival, and I just don't know if it'll be out against the Guys and Dolls revival. Because that was really well received, which means it could come away with nothing. But I talked about this earlier. The Olivier Awards and theatre in this country, in the UK, is very snobbish and elitist, and the Olivier Awards and like the people who pick who wins the Olivier Awards very much think of plays as like proper theatre and musicals as stupid shit for babies, and are very snobbish about it. Okay, Hadestown is extended until December 22nd, 2024. Meaning, if it doesn't extend again, that's when it will close. But, hopefully, it will extend again, because hopefully, loads and loads of people keep going. Because it's really good, and people should go. I'll put Cuphead back on. Hopefully it keeps extending. Some killing for Felt. I don't know. I saw posters for that. I didn't realize it wasn't in London. That's a shame. Manchester has some pretty good productions at times. I don't even just mean touring.
Hey,
Sometimes
Prince.
they just, whoa, thank you for the posture check. Have decent. I don't know what you call them if it's not a touring production, but you know what I mean. They had a production of Roger and Hammerstein and Cinderella the other year, and I love that musical. I didn't go see it though. I didn't have the opportunity to. When the Wicked tour was first announced, my family were like, "Oh, should we go see that?" But in the Manchester version, but I think it's been open so long now that the tickets wouldn't still be there. I've seen Wicked on the West End, but I don't know why they could just come down to the West End with me, but... A musical related question. Okay, shoot. How many different musical versions of the Phantom Opera can I name? Okay, let's see. The obvious one, Andrew Lloyd Webber's Phantom of the Opera. The one that he got the idea from, which is Ken Hill's Phantom of the Opera. He saw Ken Hill's Phantom of the Opera on the West End, or in London, and was like, I could make one of those. So, people thinking like, how can there be multiple Phantom of the Opera musicals? Won't they just be copying Andrew Lloyd Webber? He wasn't even the first. He stole the idea of someone else, and it's not stealing. It's a public domain book. We've got Jensen and Kopit's Phantom, which is much more inspired. I forget if it's inspired by the 1990s miniseries, or if that was the other way around. I don't remember. There's a German one, and I can't think who it's by. Can I have it even if I can't think who it's by? It had a production, it's much more recent. Now that, I will say this German one, it had Uwe Kruger playing the Phantom. Yes, the original Todd from Elizabeth Das musical. Oh, it really feels like a rip-off of Andrew Lloyd Webber's, because at least the other Phantom musicals, like the half-mask thing, that's original to Andrew Lloyd Webber's Phantom musical. Boy. Like, because that's not in the book, he doesn't have a half-mask in the book. Boy, this German one went half-mask, and the staging of, like, the bow and stuff, I'm like... This one feels like a rip-off. I'm just gonna say... So off the top of my... I know there's more than 4. I'm only counting it if I can at least name someone who was in it or who it was by. I'm not counting the Takarazuka Phantom musical as something different because that is just a regional... Well, not regional. Because it's worldwide. That's just a production of the Jensen and Kopit musical. The Japanese Takarazuka musical is just just Jensen and Kopit. It's not different just because it's in... It's not a different musical just because it's in Japanese, so... For off the top of my head, I know there's more than that. I don't know if there's more Phantom musicals than Dracula musicals, though. There's a lot of Dracula musicals. Off the top of my head, I can think of 4. And I can't think what the fucking German one's by. I know there's more than one German one as well. There's at least 2 German ones. Because I have a thing which is called Sometimes I Get Lost Looking on castalbums.org. Or I did in the past. I haven't seen all of those, though. I've only ever seen Andrew Lloyd Webber's. In terms of what thing I've seen them actually seen the most musicals of, that would be Dracula. I've seen 3. So the main one is Frank Wildhorn's Dracula musical. Introduced me to the German and Korean versions of one Dracula musical. That would be the Frank Wildhorn one. Frank Wildhorn's Dracula musical was written in English for Broadway. It was then done in St. Gallen in Switzerland and then Graz in Germany. The Graz version from Germany, which has a pro shot, it has English subtitles online on YouTube. It is a reworking of the musical. There's new songs in it that were specifically written for Thomas Borchert as Dracula and Uwe Kruger, there he is again, as Van Helsing. So new songs were added for that production. And also the South Korean, then there's the Japanese production of Frank Wildhorn's Dracula that has Dracula played by a woman. Not in the Takarazuka way of, like, it's a woman playing a male character in terms of they actually gender bent Dracula. And then also the South Korean productions are quite beloved as well. They added a couple more songs as well. I really love the costumes for Dracula in the South Korean productions. They're very... Yes, Junsu's Dracula has bright red hair. I love the bright red hair with the bright red coat. That. I would like that. I would like those clothes. I would like all of the clothes of the South Korean. Do you know what I mean? I'd like the black coat that he has as well, that has kind of like the half cape at the top in the Korean production. So nice. So yes, that's Frank Welton's Dracula, which I've seen. And then the French Dracula musical, which is a wild trip. It's kind of set in, I don't know what time period. Dracula doesn't sing or dance. He's played by a dancer. He only communicates through the language of interpretive dance. He does not sing or talk. Yeah, he has like minions that have really wild costumes and sing pop songs, and that's also the one with the CGI furries. And then the French-Canadian Dracula musical, which is just, it's so boring. The French-Canadian has a puppet as a narrator and is like, I think it's either set present day or like a dystopian future. Should I wait until the ad break's over? I guess we'll re-go over it since I'm addressing Mag. I'll cut more stickers out then. But that's part of the course. Like, if you guys don't want the ad breaks, I shouldn't say that while we're having the ad break, but yeah. I know you were just calling attention to it. I'm not super comfy with people calling attention to ad breaks, especially if it sounds like people complaining, because it's like, look, I don't want to feel guilty for having ads on the streams. You can pay to subscribe, and then, you don't get the ads anymore. But, I've seen 3 Dracula musicals. Not in person. The French one... Well, we talked about the Wild one. The French one is... Buck Wild. Dracula only communicates through the way of interpretive dance. He does not sing or speak. He has minions that are dressed very strangely. And there's a scene where they him and Mina turn into CGI fairies. Don't worry about it. At least it's bad, but like in a funny, entertaining way. The French-Canadian Dracula musical is bad in a boring way. It's set in a dystopian kind of future, I think. And Lucy, Mina, Van Helsing, and some other random people are part of kind of like a monster hunting group. And Lucy, I think, is also Van Helsing's daughter in this version. And they're like going like urban exploring or something. And unlike Frank Welton's Dracula, which is just an adaptation of the book, meaning it's a close adaptation of the book, meaning 1, it contains Quincy Morris, best boy. 2, Dracula's just after Mina for no reason and he's an asshole. Dracula's an asshole. The idea that Mina is a reincarnation of his dead wife, that was made up for the Francis Ford Coppola film. That's not originally in the book. The French-Canadian musical keeps that plotline of like, he recognized it, I think, right? God, the fact that I've had this on, I streamed it for a bunch of people, and we watched it as a group, and I literally don't remember any of the plot because I tuned out because I was so bored. I just started doing other stuff. Yeah, no, but there's 3. There's a bunch more, and there's a bunch more that, like, just have concept albums but never actually got staged. Off the top of my head, there's 5 main Dracula musicals. The Frank Welton one, the French one, the French-Canadian one, the Argentinian one, which I haven't been able to find any clips of, sad, and then the Czech one. Czech Dracula I really want to see. The Savoba, I don't think I'm saying that right. It's had... The Czech Dracula musical has had stagings in Czechia and in Germany. It's had, maybe South Korea? Because South Korea really do like adapting German and Czech musicals. But the reason why I haven't, even though I hear very good things about the Czech Svoboda Dracula musical. As far as I'm aware, there's no English subtitled version, so that's why I haven't watched it. So the French-Canadian one is like bad in a boring way, in my opinion. The French one is bad, but in like a funny, like, you can watch it with a bunch of your friends and popcorn and be like, what the fuck am I watching? Wasn't Michael Crawford in some vampire musical? I can't remember if it was Dracula or another random vampire. It wasn't just a random vampire. It was my husband. That was the Broadway production of Tanz die Vampire called Dance of the Vampires on Broadway. Please don't watch it. Tanz die Vampire is a good musical. Just watch the German one with the subtitles, because when they brought it over to Broadway, it was one of the worst, biggest flops Broadway's ever had, because when they took it to Broadway and translated it into English, they were like, hey, what if we rewrote the entire musical and made it shit? Yep, that's Tanz. It doesn't seem like Tanz, does it? It's not recognizable at all as an English production of Tanz die Vampire, because they changed everything. They rewrote the whole thing, made it really, really crude, and like, Tanz die Vampire's got comedy in it, but like, funny comedy. I know comedy is subjective, but like, Tanz die Vampire is bad. I mean, sorry, Tanz die Vampire is good. Dance of the Vampires is bad. For some reason, Michael Crawford gave Krolok this weird Italian accent. He sounds like Super Mario. He doesn't come off as like a sexy vampire who's seducing Sarah. He just comes off like a creep. What they did to Herbert just makes him way more of a like offensive gay stereotype in my mind. To me personally. It was really bad. It was one of the biggest flops on Broadway, but it's because they offered Michael Crawford the role because, yes, Krolok and Phantom have things in common, and they were like, hey, Michael Crawford, who just played Phantom, do you want to play Krolok? And he's like, yeah, but I'll do it. However, I don't want him to be like Phantom. I just played Phantom, and I don't want to do that again. So, this is the story. How the story goes is that the people, apparently that Michael Crawford demanded the rewrite so he wouldn't do the role, and so they were like, well, we really want you, Michael, so we'll rewrite the whole musical. And apparently he was very, I don't know how true this is the story that's out there, that he was controlling and had them rewrite the whole thing. I'm very sad, because the Tanz die Vampire Wikipedia page used to have a very funny segment on it, and it's not called that anymore. Who changed it? I put this on Tumblr, and when I was very active in the European musicals fandom, and they were like, and people replied like, no, it's gone. Oh, the summary thing's gone entirely now. So you know at the top of the Wikipedia page, sometimes there's like a little kind of, oh, it's down here. They moved it. It's back to what it was called before! Everything is right in the world! Okay, there's a category here. What it's currently called is what it was originally called. Someone edited it to not be called this anymore, but someone's edited it back. It's called Casting Crawford, 9/11 and Other Disasters. Because those, apparently, in the mind of whoever wrote that title, are equally disastrous things for Dance of the Vampires. If you would like to know more, you sure can read this section of the Wikipedia page. Oh boy. It's not good. Like, to the point where Jim Steinman, the composer of Tanz die Vampire, has completely disowned the Broadway production because he was like, this is not my musical. My musical's playing in Vienna. You can go there and see it. He just considered the Broadway adaptation as just like a complete butchering of his musical, which it was! Sure was! But apparently he wanted like a really big salary, which meant they couldn't have the budget for other things, which I don't know, you know, if that's true, that, you know, the creative team really put all the blame on Michael Crawford. I don't know how much was his fault. At the same time, the creative team were the ones saying yes to Michael Crawford's demands, so it's like, you didn't have to cast him, but whatever. Oh boy. If you've ever seen Dance of the Vampires, you might notice, where's the set? Yeah. Maybe someone's salary was big, I don't know. The money certainly didn't go to designing the musical. Yeah, there were initial reports that he demanded $180,000 a week. He said that's fucking a lie. It seems like what he actually got was $30,000 a week. That's still a lot of money. He wanted to have the rights to be in any movie version. That didn't happen. But yeah, he decided that it should be more like a Mel Brooks comedy. That's not... Yeah, so the co-writer of the script said that he felt more like a stenographer than a writer. A stenographer, for those that don't know, is if you've ever seen like a true crime or like a detective TV show, whatever, cop show. A stenographer is the person in a courtroom who is just writing down what everyone is saying to like keep a record of what everyone says. So the fucking co-writer of the script is like, I felt like more like a stenographer than a writer because he was just writing down every demand that Michael Crawford made into the script. Like, Tanz is Tanz, even the German version has comedy in it, but like, not so much that that it becomes like a pantomime. Watching Dance of the Vampires is like a pantomime, but like a bad pantomime. Like a really bad pantomime. It got terrible reviews. How many shows did it play before it closed? Steinman was like, that's not my show. That is not the music I wrote. The show that is dear to me is still running in Vienna. The one at the Miskov Theatre was just a job. Oh, ouchie. Days later on his blog, he would deny responsibility for what has occurred, writing that Dance of the Vampires, as we know, was utter shit. And describing the production as a shit pile. He stated in other blog entries his music was wasted on the show and made it clear of the distinction between Dance of the Vampires and the successful German version, Tanz die Vampire. It had 61 previews. That's a lot of previews. It had 61 previews. Previews is kind of the time before it opens where musicals can kind of change things. 61 previews, and then it opened December. Wow, it stayed open for almost a year. It had 53, after 53 performances, that's not a lot. Oh, sorry, that's not a year. Jesus Christ, I'm so silly. It opened on December 9th, 2002. It closed on January 25th, 2003. It didn't even last 2 months. It didn't even last 2 months. After 61 previews and 56 regular performances, it closed. According to the New York Times, it was one of the costliest failures, losing roughly $12 million, which is more than Carrie lost. If you don't know about the musical Carrie, that's infamously one of the biggest flops on Broadway. Don't worry, Dance of the Vampires lost more money than Carrie. I forgot they called Krolok Giovanni. Why did they do this? Max von Essen was Alfred! Oh no! I just recognize the name from other musicals. Yeah, he's been Marius Don Joris and Les Mis on Broadway, and yes, in the 2012 revival of Evita, he was Magaldi and understudying as Shay, and then was a replacement as Gleb in Anastasia. I just recognized his name and I was like, oh no! I'm sorry you were in that. I'm sorry anyone was in that. Mandy Gonzalez, who played Sarah. She originated the role of Nina in the off-Broadway and Broadway productions of In the Heights. And has played Elphaba on Broadway. Oh, I'm glad you recovered from being Sarah in the Broadway production of Dance of the Vampires. Oh my god. I can only apologize, even though I had nothing to do with this mess. This has been musical history with Prince. There's a video on YouTube, I don't know if it's still there, of like there was like these two German people watching and reacting to Dance of the Vampires, and there was one bit where they were just like, where are all the sets? Because like, Dance has such pretty sets, whether it's the original set design or whether it's the Kentor redesigns, and then Dance of the Vampires is like, oh cool, there's like one chair on stage. Krolok has this weird massive K around his neck on like a necklace. Like he's like Superman. Okay, put Dance of the Vampires, it's mostly coming up. There he is. There's the Broadway costume. Why has he got a big K? It's for Krolok. The K stands for Krolok, guys. Did you get it? I hate this so much. It stands for Krolok. K stands. Hang on, we're just gonna do it this way. K stands for Krolok. I hate this. I can't find pictures of the full stage because, I mean, why would they? There was nothing on the stage to look at. I can only find pictures of the bows. It's like they didn't want you to see. Oh yeah, Totally Finster. You know the opening of Act 1, where like Krolok and Sarah have all this chemistry. He's like up the stairs and then he comes down, and they're like, they have all this chemistry, and she keeps, especially depending on my favorite version with Drew, Sarah to Krolok. Sarah keeps reaching out to try and touch him, and he kind of tries to lean into it, and then he gets startled because like he's touch starved and there's depth to him, and he like thinks that Sarah's just here because she wants to get bitten and doesn't realize she's actually down to smooch him, and he's like, oh, feelings, I don't know what to do with those. And he's going through this existential crisis also while he's trying to seduce her. Like, he can handle flirting with her, but as soon as she flirts back or wants him back, he like freaks out. Yeah, would you like that would you like it instead if they just stood at the opposite ends of stage and sang to each other the whole time without like really interacting? Then you can watch the Broadway version. I'm doing a thumbs up. I don't know if I should subject you to this. Like, when I say Super Mario, alright, let's compare, because oh, I forgot that was there. Because for the ones of you who haven't watched the German version, I've streamed it a couple times in my Discord, and don't worry, I will again. Like, it's okay. This will be the last thing, and then I want to end stream because I want dinner. I know I haven't cut everything out, but it's fine. I'll keep cutting out after dinner. I think I'm gonna have to bring up the Helene Fisher Show clip just because then you can get a good look at Krolok. Oh no, you know what? No, we'll just bring up. This is the German version. This is the version I always recommend. If you would like to watch the good version, and you don't mind English subtitles, just just gonna have a quick comparison. We're gonna go with Ein Land am Ball. So you can see like Krolok's. This is Krolok's second appearance. Where are I? I've gone too far. Where's his first appearance? I feel bad spoiling it, but like here he is. He's great. This is my husband. This is my top tier of every fictional people ever. This is my man. I love him. He's great. I love him. Drew with his high tenor voice, and so he has to go up the octave like me. He's just like me. Nice little costume. Where's Einlein and Ball? Okay, Sarah's getting in the bath. He's got, because you've got to feel like he's seductive, right? And there's some comedy in it, but like, overall, you're still like, wow, a hot vampire man is seducing this girl, you know? Don't mind Sarah's butt. It's fine, it's her butt's safe for Twitch.
Ich bin dir Engel, nachdem du verlangst. Das Warten ist bald vorüber, denn ich lade dich ein. Beim Bad des Jahres tanzen wir durch die Nacht, bis deine Sehnsucht eine Frau aus dir macht.
I love him so much.
Oder willst du lieber, dass alles bleibt so wie es ist? Glaubst du, das wäre dir genug? Ich denke mir, das wäre dir nicht genug. Willst du lieber bieten, bis du grau und bitter bist? Glaubst du, das wäre dir genug? Du weißt genau, das wäre dir nicht genug. Sie warnte dich vor Sünde und Gefahr, aber du hast immer schon geahnt.
Like, I'm seduced. I don't know about you guys. But we have a comparison to make. I don't want to take you away from this, but I don't mean to... Well, it's not ruining things, because the German version's still there, and you can go and see it anytime. You can go see it anytime. Anytime at all. Ah, the thing is, it's been a long time since I ever showed this on stream or showed this to anyone else. And every time I think... I know that every time I show it, I'm like, it's not as bad as I remember, but it's bad. No, it's always worse than I remember. I feel like I just burn out of my brain. Okay, so instead of being in the bath, she's in her bed. Please stop. People are meant to be laughing at this point. She's meant to be being seduced. Really? I'll show you yours if you show it. Like, what?
It's me.
Mario! Do you see? He said it's a me! I'm going insane! Alright, I'll just play it. It's fine. You can all deal with that again. I hate this so much.
It's me.
Oh.
Oh no, we have a rendezvous, remember?
It's like Tommy Wiseau being Krolog.
Total eclipse of La Luna at your birthday ball at my castle
Now I remember.
by invitation only.
Why have a nice song where he can seduce her to the ball when he can just come in like Super Mario being like, come to my ball?
Cabbage. You are here incognito, princess?
I'm not a princess.
Oh, but you are. I can feel the royal blood in your tender heart.
What?
So, will you come to my ball to dance in red velvet boots?
And velvet boots? But I hardly know you.
I hardly know myself. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I wonder, where have I gone?
That's how she's given the boots in the Broadway version.
I'm so frightened.
It feels good, doesn't it? Oh, come to my castle by midnight tomorrow and forever, Sarah, be my queen.
Queen?
My queen! Or never speak to me again. This is a one-time special offer.
Please help me.
Everything that they bought you.
Here's the song that he sang at the bathtub. Here it is.
I know that
The thing is, there is comedy in the original German version. In places. But it's not done so much that it completely takes you out of the plot. And it's done in a less slap you in the face kind of way.
want more, all you want
It was a taste of the night.
So come along and
This is the bathtub song.
stop your
Notice how there's no set.
everywhere, 'cause the answers feel
I don't know what's happening now.
there's so much more to learn.
Okay, do we still get red shoes? I haven't. Okay, she does. It feels like a sketch show. Okay, she still gets the boots. Okay. It looks similar. But does she kiss him? There's no. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's no Sarah dance. Wait. They just have the ensemble. They just freeze. They just freeze. They just freeze while Krolok sings. And then the ensemble just dance. That's it. We get ensemble dancing. And then the ensemble just dance. So we don't get to see Sarah, because the point of this scene is that it's Sarah's fantasy. Let me again. So, you know, they just freeze while Krolok sings? Yeah, no. No, give me the one where she gets to fucking Belle while she thinks about her fantasies. This is her daydreaming. I know you might be like, that seems kind of the same. But the other version just had, the Broadway version just had them doing this the whole time. Just had a group of ballroom dancers dancing. That's not how it's meant to go. It's meant to be Sarah imagining herself in the fantasy. We're meant to get this. And we're meant to get the bell. The other one didn't have the bell. Why would you get rid of the choreography? Why would you change the choreography? The choreography in Tanz is one of the best parts of Tanz. Why would you think you should change it? Why not? You changed everything else. just watch the German version. Just do that. Have a nice time. This is also what is important to me about Sarah's fantasy, which helps establish her as a character, is this bit. This is her daydream, and what does she imagine? Does she imagine getting seduced by the vampire? Sort of, in a way. Apart from this bit, where she pins him down to his fucking knees and takes control of the kiss. I feel like that's so important to her character. You're like, oh, she wants to dominate the vampire. Do I even want to know how they did Daskabet? Because I feel like I'm just gonna cry. I've never watched this all the way through because I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. Why is there a mirror? They shouldn't have a reflection. That's just the end of the song?
Sarah, no!
No, that's the end of the song! They ended the song with the dancing. That's not how the song ends. They cut out the entire part of Daskabet. No! Oh wait, it's here. Oh, they moved it. Oh, there's no set though. There sure is no set. They're just standing on the stage. Oh my god, they're all just standing there. Where does Krolok stand then? Oh, he just doesn't show up. I mean, it's not like you would thought they'd had a bigger budget on Broadway than Tans did, but I guess it all went on Michael Crawford's salary. Anyway, there's a set in the world of Tans. I'm gonna let this play and then we're gonna end stream and then I'll go cry. What's that? Holy shit, it's a set piece! They're not just standing on an empty stage! That's crazy! This whole thing can turn around as well. I don't remember if it does during Daskabet. Oh, it does. It's literally spinning around right now. That's the entire inn that Sarah's dad runs. Just watch the German one. He's on the roof! He can't be on the roof in the Broadway version. There is no roof, cause there is no set. Oh, lighting design! What's that? Holy shit, there's lights in this one? I mean, watch the Broadway one if you want to, like, I don't know, play a drinking game every time Krolok sounds like Mario. I don't know. Like, as like a, how bad can this be? Funny. Maybe don't watch it on your own, because that might be too sad. It looks like they kept the Carpe Noctem choreography the same. So that's something. Oh god, why do the wigs look like so bad quality? I'm sorry, the wigs look such bad quality. This is the same choreographer though, right? It is not the same choreography. It's similar, but that's not the same. Why would you even need to change it? Why would you need to change it? I'm not even going to show you Herbert, because I feel like they lean too into... I mean, there he is. But I feel like... And look, some people feel like, even from Tans, that it's a bit too predatory gay stereotype. I think it's okay, because at least with Tans, usually they cast queer actors as Herbert. This just feels like it goes too far into stereotype territory. I don't think she gets a bath. No, she doesn't get her bath. She's just like... Look how empty the stage is! Oh my god! This is so sad! This is when Alfred finds her, like, in the bath and she's like, the Count got me this amazing big sponge. Look at... This is so... sad. Compared to... Let me find a fucking pic... Oh my god, sorry. Look how the lights changed while we were watching dance. Let me find a picture. I think this is of the... This will be of the Kentor staging, if I can find the picture that I'm thinking of. So, you just saw the Broadway one, where there's, like, one tiny thing on the stage. Hello, Vienna. What's that? You learned how to make really nice, intricate set pieces, and it's, like, got nice little details on it. And she's actually in the bath, and there's bubbles in the bath, and there's the dress she's gonna wear. Where's Totally Finstilins? Where is it? Where is it? What have they done? What have they done? What is he doing? You know what? I don't want to listen. I don't want to listen to you. Okay, yeah, this is what Totally Finstilins looks like. So it's just like this big staircase with nothing else going off. Where is... Give me the how it normally looks, please. I mean, there's two different staging designs for it. Ah, not my own Etsy shop. Wait, no, I don't have the other video up anymore. Well, I feel like Sarah alone on the stage is a pretty good... What does it look like in the end? I think they kept the same choreography. Please. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Why would they have done that? Okay, this set piece looks the same. Hey, look, hey, look. At least the Evikai, the graveyard looks the same. Look, they kept one thing. That's the same set piece. Oh my god. Holy shit. They didn't keep the choreography, but did they still crawl out of... Oh my god, did they still crawl out of this fucking coffins? They kept something the same! Oh, what a low bar. It's so on the bar is so on the floor. They kept something the same. I'm so proud. Oh my god. It's almost like if you had kept everything like this, maybe it wouldn't have closed in 3 weeks. I mean, so the combination of Dance of the Vampires, the Frank Malton Dracula musical, and the Lestat musical, they were all on Broadway. Yeah, there has been, and will probably continue to be, a lot of shit talking about how vampire musicals always fail on Broadway. Maybe they just, I don't know. If they'd have staged Tans exactly how Tans was, maybe they wouldn't have been ready for that either. Especially given it was 2002. The Lestat musical was staged after 2002. I think it was like 2005 or something. And critics weren't nice to that. I mean, it wasn't amazing, but also there was a lot of homophobic criticism of it. Because, you know, Lestat's not straight. So I can imagine that, like... Whereas in the German version of Tans, as well as Herbert being gay, Krolok's very bisexual coded and seduces Alfred as well, so I can't imagine that probably would have gone down well for its time. Maybe if it opened now, maybe people would be nicer to Tans now over there. I don't know. We're going over here. I'm so sorry to curse you with that knowledge, but you know, oh my god, I just realized I know the person who uploaded this onto YouTube. I looked at their username like, oh, small world. Oh, the Trans European musical fandom is such a small fandom. Oh god, there's something in the description I didn't even think about. Well, you can go enjoy that in your own time, or not enjoy it in your own time. Maybe have some friends around and be like, how bad could this be? And then afterwards, as a treat, you can watch the German version and be like, oh my god. I'm so sorry I showed that to you, but I'm not sorry that you could go watch the German one. Or watch neither, but don't watch Vampire. I genuinely, I always remember that I compare the accent to Super Mario, and yet I genuinely every time forget that literally the first thing he says is, "It's-a me." My heart hurts now. I'm gonna end the stream now. I'm not gonna raid because I'm really tired. I'm really, like, mentally tired. I wasn't sure if I was up to streaming today, but I did it. Maybe I shouldn't have because I haven't managed to cut the stickers out. I have kept getting distracted, but I should have them done by the end of the day. Oh god, there's so many. Well, I need them done by the end of the day. I can't afford to do some of it tomorrow because I've got con this weekend. I have to get stuff done. I did think maybe I shouldn't stream because maybe I'll get too distracted and not cut out stickers the whole time. Oopsie, should have listened to myself. Enjoy Tans. Don't enjoy Dance of the Vampire. I mean, if you do enjoy it, I won't judge you. But we can all agree that at least parts of it, even if you do think, Dance of the Vampires is okay, I enjoyed it, that's okay. But we can all agree that it's made some choices. That's what we'll say. So go watch Tans. Go check out the new West End London cast of Hadestown. They're really cool. Apparently someone's uploaded audio of everything on YouTube somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. They did do a kind of preview night thing. Where they had like a little concert. I don't remember if it was filmed or not. I thought it was. Okay, yeah, so if you go on What's on Stage, West End cast performance, they performed Wedding Song, they performed Wait For Me. So yeah, they did some songs there. Not in costume, but... yeah, and then Glitzy Finale apparently has uploaded audios of most of the songs. Hopefully, they just release a cast album, and then I can give them monies, please. I would like to give you money. Please let me give you money. No stream on Friday, or Saturday, or Monday, because I will be away. Streams will be back on Friday, where we... well, obviously not this coming Friday. I mean, but what day is the following Friday? Friday the 29th will be the next time I stream. We will be back to Phoenix Writing. I think we're on the last case of the first game. If you missed any of the previous cases, we did finish the Miles case. My VOD's channel on YouTube has backups, copies of all of my streams. But regardless, even while I'm away at con, I'll still be around on socials, I'll still be around the Discord. Audios will be put on YouTube and Patreon as normal. They are queued up and whatnot, so you won't miss out on anything there. Yeah. So I'll see you guys. Next time I see you guys live like this, will be like a week and a half. But, you know, I'll be around the Discord, Tumblr, YouTube, whatnot. Audios as usual. But I'll see you guys next time that you hear me live. I'll try to have fun at con, thank you so much. Next time you guys will see me, we'll be back to Phoenix Writing with more cases to solve. And hopefully Miles can get some therapy now. Yeah, that'd be nice for him. I will see you guys on the 29th. Mwah.